and we're very happy to have you here for the premiere for the CYBEX Jeremy Scott.
Well, we met through a mutual friend when he was on vacation in Los Angeles, where I live, and he was so passionate about this idea and his company, so he kind of got me very enthused about this project, and then it kind of came from continuing conversations from there.
Yeah, there was lots of mutual common sense right away, and like Jeremy said, I think we share lots of passion for kids, for the project, and we just said after the meeting we have to do something together. Let's find a way.
I was really fantastic about your idea of the comics, or not to say comics, about the theme food fight. I would really know a little bit about your inspiration, how it came to this idea.
The print was basically inspired by the idea in these 80s films where there would always be like these cafeterias and these kids would get in a food fight, and it was just very like kind of like an 80s kind of movie. I always thought it was really cool, and growing up I always thought, oh, I really want this to happen, but it never happened. So then I was thinking about it one day and I thought, food fight, food fight, food fight. What if the food was really fighting and there was like boxing gloves and people had bats and they were like attacking each other and popcorn flying around, and that's kind of how the print was.
I had the pleasure to meet Jeremy, and we had a very casual talk. I remember that very well when we met the first time in your atelier in Los Angeles. And it was, we clicked immediately, and I did not have to think it over. I mean, I love Jeremy's passion, and I love his desire for perfectionism to deliver the job by the end of the day. And this is how he runs his fashion. He's very consequent, he's honest, he's himself, and he's a rebel. So we have common sense, so why should I question things? For me it was really absolutely intuitive to trust Jeremy that he will do something great, and I really love this project and the work with Jeremy from the very beginning, and I'm absolutely excited but totally relaxed at the same time.
So what's the reason to do it here? What's the reason for the day? And we are very happy to have all these people here. It's the introduction, it's really the birth of the collection.
It's a launch. It's it's the first time that we communicate this or introduce this cooperation to public, and we are very happy to share this fantastic moment with you guys. You're really the first one who sees this, and London makes a lot of sense because it's the fashion center, one of the key centers of the world, especially in Europe, and it's the most international place that we could imagine, and it fits to us. It's a young city, it's a rebellion city, and we feel home, and very happy to be here in London.
And it appears a little bit different, because usually fashion, if you show now fashion, then you get it in the shops next spring. Now they're going into shops in June 2013.
Fast fashion.
Fast fashion, yes. How long did it take to get it produced?
I think since the beginning of the idea it took us like 8 to 12 months to get the concept together, and this was the first time that we worked together, and I hope that there will be more to follow. We took our time, and we didn't stress ourselves to be, we didn't want to limit ourselves, and especially Jeremy, to have to set a certain timeline.
So I would like to give you the opportunity to ask whatever you want to know, and we have also micros, and I hope the both left and right to me will answer your questions.
What was the big challenge?
Yes.
Well, the thing was just to try to figure out the concept that was going to work best for bringing what would be my world and my aesthetic for when I was conceptualizing like the young Jeremy Scott mother, and I had so many friends that were actually having babies around me, and I kept thinking, okay, well, I'd use one or the other as a muse and kind of think, how would I extend this into their life? And then I came up with the idea of using this print, which I had designed previously, and it had been such a signature print of my collection. And I thought it makes sense for this project. And at the same time, it's almost like a logo in a way, because it's been such a significant historical print of mine where it's a fan favorite, I could say. So I thought in a way of doing it in that sense, having it there, And as someone smartly pointed out to me today, as it already is like a print of a mess, it's very smart for babies and children because you can make a mess and it's not as noticeable.
John de Geer from Elsevier Holland. What do you think in general about collaboration between fashion designers and other product designers?
And fashion designers and product designers? For me, I personally love it. I love the challenge of trying to bring my creativity into a different universe. And I love the idea of things that people do need to use and need to have. Because essentially we ultimately don't need new clothes. You have to desire it. I mean, there's enough clothes in the world right now to clothe us all for the rest of our lives. But I'm constantly trying to challenge that by making new clothes. So the idea of using products, and taking my creativity and my essence and putting them in it, I feel like is an exciting challenge. So I'm very pro it. That's a you question. I hope you're paying attention. This is a you question. I just designed the stuff. I mean, honestly, I think that, as far as getting it out there and communicating it, I think that through the press, and I think that people gravitate to it who enjoy it and who are, like I said, fans of what I do or are in part of that world, and I think that's kind of it. I mean, I already have a list of some of my celebrity moms who are actually waiting for them because they privately knew I was doing this because I could tell them, because they were my friends. So yeah, Beyonce gets one, and of course Kanye's been a long-time friend of mine, is going to have one, as well as, actually his ex-girlfriend who is now has her baby with Wiz Khalifa. So Amber will have one, and they'll, there's always that. And I love the fact that things like design could become like a part of these people's lives and memories, and I can be part of that. I hope it goes to lots of, non-celebrity moms, because that wasn't ever my intention of designing it. I want it to be, that's what I love, as I was saying about the product design. I love the fact that it could be things that, you have to have a stroller, you have to have these things, so why shouldn't they be an extension of the world that you already are a part of? So the moms that are loving the things I design and wearing those kind of things, or even who aren't but then see it and they love that it can be something that they love and cherish, and then when their baby outgrows it, maybe they give it to one of their friends who are having a baby and it has a new life. It's not corporate, it's not, this whole thing is not greasy, it's genuine passion, love. So no, I never really thought about doing baby strollers or baby car seats or all this stuff, and I was a little kind of maybe miffed at first when he was talking about it, and amused because I'm curious, and like I said, I love the design challenge, but what made me do it and made me win me over is that attitude, because that is exactly, but it's true, and I think it's a big testament to him, the brand, the company, and why I think the product is so good and why I think people should like it or hopefully will.
Thank you, Drew.
I would like to...
Are you going to sing a song?
I want to sing a song.
You look like you're going to serenade us. So romantic.
No, I would like to thank you very much for the first part, and now we open the door. You can touch it. You can see it and
it's
you can
real.
try it. And we have a party, and I hope you have fun and you enjoy the food and the drinks, and let's dance.